Welcome back to Keep It on the DL podcast. As always, I'm Daria,
And I'm Liv,
and we're back.
and we're back. We say that every time.
Yeah,
And
but
we're back. Like we don't upload
except we
every
didn't
Monday.
upload last Monday, so we are actually back.
We truly we didn't, and I can't remember
Because
why.
I was
Why
really
didn't we?
tired Sunday, and then you were really tired
Mhm.
Monday, and then we were like, well,
Mm.
we'll just call it.
We said, "Yep, time it. We're done." Uh yeah, it was it's been a hell of a last couple of weeks for sure. So, cuz I know you're not a get her out of the houser type
Yeah.
of person. So when you had to do more than two activities, I think it really just took
Yeah,
the
I
wind
did
out
an
of you.
activity
And
every single day, and that really just was too much for me.
not with me. Yeah. And you truly had to
Yeah,
recover, I
yeah,
feel like. So you were pretty slammed.
exactly. I even, like, set all my stuff up before my Sunday activity. I was like, "Okay, I'm just gonna be ready to go," and then I got home, and I was like, "I can't do it." Like, if I record, I will sound so flat. Like, it'll be
Yeah.
bad.
Not as
Yeah,
enthusiastic.
and I had no topics,
Well,
so that didn't help.
yeah, we truly I mean, I had a couple, and I'm going to go over a couple even though they're so old. I'll let you know how my weeks went, but anyway, Daria, how was your week?
It was good. It was like a weird week, which I told my boss. I was like, I feel like I say this every week. I was like, it's just like a weird week, and I was like, I feel like I say that every week. Though. And she's like, yeah, I think you do. It's like every week
Every
just kind of
week's a
feels like
weird
a
week.
weird week where you're trying to get through it, and you're just like, ugh,
Yeah.
just get me to Friday, and then it's Friday, and then
Right.
you do it all next week.
You usually if I'm not on like a full paid like 7 days vacation, like off into like a tropical area, I think every week's just a weird feeling week
Yeah,
for me, you know.
exactly.
If I don't have a drink in my hand in some, European country, I'm like, wow, this is a
Yeah,
weird
it's like
week.
every
This is
week
really
where I'm
weird.
expected to work, I'm like, wow, it's just like really weird. As if I don't do it every week. It's just like this week it feels weird.
You feel like the energy's off? Do you feel like negativity? Like, do you feel negative energy this week? Because I just feel so much negative energy. We kept claiming this weekend that we think the Mercury's in Gatorade or whatever because we've been both super
Yeah.
tired. And so, I mean, Daria's reason might be because she's Darth Vader and she might have to
Yeah,
start Darth
I'm doing my
Vadering, but
sleep study tonight. I told you guys I went on a road trip with my mom a few weeks ago, and she said my
Mhm.
snoring was out of this world. So she said, you need to go get a sleep test. So following up on that, I went and picked up my kid on Friday. They showed me how to hook myself up to everything.
Yep.
So I'm going to do that tonight.
Yeah.
So
You got the little nose
yeah,
thing?
you like
That's I had to
get the
do. Yep.
band and then the nose thing and then the oxygen
Yeah.
monitor. I'm really afraid that I am a super wild sleeper, so I'm afraid like all of it's gonna come off when I'm gonna turn it in. They're gonna be like, "Girl, we got no data because everything fell off in the middle."
No, yeah. I mean, if I can rudely interrupt real quick, like, so I did the
Yeah.
same test a couple of years ago. My mom because my dad has it. My mom claims up and down that my dad and me and my sisters have it because she used to say when we were kids that it would sound like a thunderstorm in the house because all four of us were snoring. And so my mom claims up and down that I had it. So I did end up doing the test. And I think the at home test is a fluke. So if they tell you, like, it doesn't seem like you have it, obviously I haven't heard you snore yet. But if your mom says there's something fucking wrong, then, you might just have to go in and do the old in person
Yeah.
test because I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Because whenever I woke up the next day, like all my shit was off of me. So I'm like, well, it probably didn't even detect anything because I waller in
Yeah.
my sleep you
Yeah.
know? They're gonna have to, like, strap you up to, like, all the stickies on your head and
Yeah, and when
everything,
you
like,
do
in
it
order to
so
get,
my
like, a
mom's doing
good
one in person whenever she can figure out how
yeah.
to schedule it. But yeah, because when you do it in person, if it all falls off, like, the little person just comes in there and, like, wakes you up and puts it back on you, or I guess sometimes if it's just, like, real bad, they'll just give you a CPAP machine. But, yeah,
Yeah,
so I don't
so,
know, we'll
I
see. They give you, like, some tape to
I
tape
don't
some
know.
stuff on, but we'll see.
Right. I have heard from other people that it is
Yeah,
life-changing. Like, to some people, they say that they sleep better throughout the night and they feel more energetic during the day, so maybe it
yeah.
could help you. Other than you having 2 tubes shoved up your nose, how was your weekend?
It was good. I slept pretty much all d Oh gosh, you good?
What was that? Did you hear
No.
that? Sounded like sounded like your middle school concert. It sounded like you had one of those little plastic
Oh,
flutes. Do you not get
no.
that? If anybody hears that, let me know. Jonathan, I know you're gonna listen tomorrow. Let me know if you heard that or if I'm crazy. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, because 'cause we're not gonna play back this episode before we upload it.
Mm-mm,
Uh,
absolutely.
no, yeah, I
Who
slept
does
pretty
that?
much, like, till noon yesterday, which is really rare for me, I never do that. Then I ran
Mhm.
some errands, washed my hair, it's still in my little twisties because
Looks good.
I haven't taken them out yet. But yeah, pretty basic weekend for me. How about you? I mean, I know how your week and weekend has been going, but tell the people.
So, Zach and I officially closed on our house.
Woo!
Meow, 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 meow. It has been very strenuous. Um I'm tired. Bath and body hurts. Um it has been a long weekend. I was really excited about the closing on Tuesday and I was like, "Ooh, I can't wait to do this. I can't wait to get in this house." I forgot how miserable it is to move in the
Yeah,
summer.
yeah,
Tough. Tough,
not fun.
okay?
And it's the hottest
And
weekend of like the year.
for sure. And so we ordered movers and they were
We
delightfully
ordered
nice. Thank you so
movers.
much. I don't know,
Tired?
what hired uh they just come in a little box. They're like, "Surprise! We're here to pack your
Just went on
house." Like little elves.
Amazon.com, hired him up,
Beep, 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 beep. Yeah.
ordered some movers.
We're here to pack your furniture. like Wizard
Yeah,
of Oz. They're
like
just
little
like
Oompa
singing
Loompas
the wizard,
just show up at your
Wizard of
door.
Oz. Yeah. um I felt bad for them because obviously my apartment's on the second floor and it was steaming. But we got everything in, and I feel like I have probably sat a maximum of maybe 5 times the whole weekend. I've been up unpacking because that's been my goal. I'm like, okay, if I'm going to be miserably tired, I'm going to be miserably tired for one weekend. Like, I'm not going to stretch this bitch out into a whole month. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'd rather just go off zero sleep, unpack everything, be miserable, and then for the next couple of weeks, I'll be okay as I pack, as I unpack the last couple of like I didn't need to open that yet, but
Yeah.
like we'll just um, so that's been fun. Um, the floor keeps getting dirty because everybody's little fucking shoes keep getting on it, even though I told everyone
Yeah,
we're
no
gonna be no
shoe.
shoe girlies from now
Yeah.
on. The cats are adjusting well, and we did some yard work today, which was one of the reasons why I was gonna cancel the podcast this weekend because that fucking they left that bitch in a jungle. I thought I was on Jumanji. Like it's insane back there. So Zach's mom was gracious enough to come help us. We moved everything. We did a couple landscaping. It took us 4.5 hours to do that backyard and like the outside of the backyard because we have a driveway. Oh my god. I'm sweating, pouring. Honestly, I feel so skinny now. No one can tell. If you guys don't see my waist on Monday, it is because I did 4 hours of yard work. Uh, so anyway, I am loving the house, however. It's very nice. It's nice to have my own space. And my favorite part of everything is the decorating portion. So I can't wait for Daria to see it. Um,
Yeah.
and John,
Yeah.
Nathan, Jonathan.
Thing.
Yep. Jo- I know because he doesn't like being called Jonathan and Daria and everybody. I can't wait for you guys to see it. Um, and yeah, anyway, other than that, yeah, my weekend didn't consist of anything else. Like it's literally just been house. And me running back and forth from the apartment multiple
Right.
times. So I'm exhausted. I'm here, but I'm happy to be home, which is kind of weird because it kind of feels like in the midst of it right now, it feels like Zach and I are just staying in an
Right.
Airbnb. You know what I mean?
It doesn't feel real yet. Like, this is
Yeah, it doesn't
where we'll
really.
be staying. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, without further ado, I guess we'll go ahead and start running into these topics here.
Yeah.
Um, all right, here we
Alright, we
go.
have a couple honorable mention things.
Right.
First, I'm gonna go out of order. But first, our
Okay.
Barbie girl, Margot Robbie, is pregnant. So congrats to her.
Let's go. First kid.
Yes.
Okay, slay. Is she like 40? Not. I'm not age
No,
shaming. I'm
she's
asking.
34. She just turned
Oh, that's pretty
34.
good. Oh, okay. Perfect.
Yeah. But yeah,
Perfect. Wouldn't she technically be like, what's the pregnant Barbie? What was her name?
Midge.
Skipper or some
Midge.
shit? Midge. So she's
She's
technically
the
a Midge
Midge.
now. She's not really a
Yeah.
Barbie.
Oh, hopefully she'll do
So,
better than Midge did.
right. So I love how they avoided her like the plague in the movie. It was
Yeah,
so
like, she was just
funny.
like, "Ah,
Like,
you're here."
well, I mean, congrats,
Yeah.
Queen. She's so
I know, I was like,
pretty.
"That
She's
baby's
such a
gonna
pretty
probably be
woman.
gorgeous too," so
Yeah. It's gonna come out gold plated,
honestly, shout out to that
probably.
baby.
Yeah. Shout out to that fetus right now, Margot Robbie Jr. Crazy girl. I call it's a girl.
If
I think
it's
it's a
not
girl.
a
I'm gonna say it's
girl,
a girl.
I think I'll be upset.
Whoa! Not gender shaming.
I would love, like, a little
Whoa!
mini Barbie girl. Yeah.
True. Yeah.
But if it's a boy, it'll still be
Margaret
cute and
Robbie. You know.
right.
I don't know. It'll probably be some fun name, but she doesn't seem like one of those celebrities to name them like Star
Yeah.
Moon or,
Yeah.
So it's going to be fun,
Like,
but it's
s
not going to be
off the wall crazy.
like Chicago or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, that.
Well, congrats, Miss Margot Robbie. I know you're listening right now, girl. Shout out to you. Yes. Call you later.
Yeah, we'll talk
Okay.
later. Um, and from, I guess, like, a true circle of life, Richard
Oh God.
Simmons died yesterday, so
I
RIP to him,
know.
and it was the day after his
So sad.
birthday, which is kinda sad. He had just turned 76. We celebrated his
Yeah.
birthday on Friday, but his actual birthday was Saturday. No, no,
Right.
yeah, Friday was his birthday, and he died Saturday. Oh, my days are all over the place. But yeah, it seems to be natural causes and, like, no wrongdoing, so that's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, super sad. We're gonna miss him and his one article said, like
His
yeah,
workout
one
videos.
article said the frizzy-haired legend has passed away, and I was like,
Oh my
"Okay."
God.
This
They always have to say the most to like get
I was
views.
like,
It's like,
"Oh, I don't whatever you say."
yeah. Well, so you know how they say it comes in threes. So R.I.P. Shelley Duvall, actually, as well. She recently passed away. Do you know who Shelley
That
Duvall
name sounds
is?
familiar, but
Uh, The Shining, I believe. I don't want to disrespect her, but I believe she was in The Shining. Hello, I'm Shelley Duvall. Hello, I'm Shelley Duvall. No,
mm,
she's in The Shining. She was the one that was like, "Ah," with the The
I've
the
seen it, so
door.
I'm sure I know, but I don't know.
Okay, well, rip Shelley. Also, it comes in 3, so who's
Well,
next?
a couple other people
Well,
did die.
there could
Shan
have almost been a 3.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. But Shannon Doherty did die today.
Right.
She had breast cancer.
Who?
Shannon Doherty, she was like an OG, like she was like the OG mean girl. She was in Charmed and 90210 and some other stuff, but she died today. And then some like I think sex therapist or something died on Saturday as well.
What?
I mean, I feel like a lot of people died this
God.
weekend.
Oh my god, she was so
Yeah,
young.
she's like 50 something. She had breast cancer and I think she wasn't doing obviously she wasn't doing too well, but yeah.
Right. You said a sex
Yeah,
therapist?
Doctor
Sex therapist dies.
Yeah, I was
Dr.
gonna say I think her name is
Ruth
Ruth.
Westheimer, America's diminutive and pioneering sex therapist, dies at
Yeah,
96. Well,
yeah,
that was
she
a
lived
good
a full
life, though.
life.
Bet she had rockin'
I
sex.
hope.
I
Because if
mean,
not, I feel like she'd be kind of a
if
fraud.
right, yeah, imagine you're a whole sex therapist, but you're like,
My sex life
what is
sucks.
that? You're a whole therapist, but you're, I keep wanting to say stagnant,
Celibate.
uh, celibate. Sh She's like, "So, doctor, I have to ask, like, how's your sex life?" And she's like, "Actually, I'm with the Lord,
I'm a nun.
but I help others like you spew." You know what I'm saying? So, damn. Yeah, she was probably freaky. Well, good or not
Good for
say
you,
good
Ruth.
for you, Ruth. I'm so sorry, Ruth, but 96 is a bomb, is a good ass life,
Yeah,
you know
for
what I mean?
sure,
So
for
she
sure.
really I could keep go No, we're not gonna say that.
We're just gonna say rest in peace to all who died this
Rest in
weekend.
peace. Right. Um, she looks sweet. She looks like she bakes
Yeah.
cookies, so
She
good for
looks like
her.
she would also make, like, maybe weed cookies, like, just for
You
fun.
think so? She's like, "I made these for my
Yeah,
grandson. You know, he works at the local Little Caesars and he loves giving them to his coworkers." Okay, wait. Yeah, she
yeah.
looks fun. Um, God bless Ruth. Anyway, let's see. What else we got
On
here?
to your topics. Yeah,
Is it
it's you.
me? All right. What do we got? What do we got? We're gonna take off the Bissell. That was
You
dumb.
could
We're
mention
gonna
it,
take that
though,
off. That's
since you
stupid.
brought it up now.
So if anybody needs
This is a
any type of Bissell product,
recommendation section.
right. Not spons, but Bissell if you want to hook me up. I use this Bissell all day, the little green machine Pet Deluxe. It's the best thing I feel like Zach has ever bought me. I have Pet Deluxe everything in the fucking house, I feel like. Anyway, that's it. Thank you, Bissell. Back to something important. So this is old news. Not old news, maybe a couple weeks news, but I know probably most of the people that listen to this podcast probably listen to the pop culture, but I'm going to show you some internet culture drama that's been going around. Okay. So, um, in 2017, I believe, Dr. Disrespect was at his highest, like, he was insanely popular. Dr. Disrespect is a Twitch streamer that just originally started just streaming, I believe, like PUBG and just like random, I think like maybe Modern Warfare,
Okay.
things like that. He ended up hitting a deal with Twitch. Okay. So that means that he took like everything off his other
Yeah, so is
platforms
this like he
and
was like a pioneer of Twitch? Sorta. I
yes,
mean,
yeah, so well, yeah, so, like, when Twitch first
yeah,
started, you mean? Like, he kinda I believe so, but I don't so they offered him a large amount of money, I would assume, to be like, "Hey," that's kinda like when Joe Rogan got offered that
yeah,
Spotify deal, like, we don't really know how much, but I'm sure it
yeah.
was a lot, right? Um, and so he was at his highest peak of fame, um, only only using Twitch at the time. Then all of a sudden, he got taken off Twitch. They banned
Oh.
him from Twitch out of nowhere. Okay. Even my parents watch this motherfucker. Like, but my parents are still gamers, but I was never a fan. But like my mom used to watch him all the time. Apparently, he was a really funny streamer. And then one day he was streaming. I believe he was watching a Roblox video, and all you hear him say is like, "Oh fuck." And then like he just kind of ends the stream after that. So I assume he got the email that was like, "Hey,
We're taking
we're
you, yeah.
cutting our deal with you."
Sorry.
So, and let me tell you, Daria, we have not known what happened since 2017 until this month.
So, like, he's just, like, not on any platform, really?
So, I believe he still is streaming, I believe, maybe, but the point is we've never actually
What
found out
happened?
what
Yeah.
happened. Why did this big, large, multi-million dollar company go, fuck you, Dr. Disrespect, and just completely banned him
Right.
from the site in general? He can no longer post content. We're not paying you anymore, all of this. So we were like, what the fuck? So for the last, what's 2017? 5 6 years ago? Something like that?
Sure.
Long time. Um, well, so it finally weirdly came out of the woodworks sometime this month, supposedly, allegedly, a ex Twitch employee tweeted and was basically like, the reason why Dr. Disrespect got cut, from the Twitch program is basically because he was talking to
Oop.
minors. And everybody was like, well, we don't actually know if this is true because like it was just like a random
Yeah.
account. But he said, I'm an ex Twitch employee. Everyone fucking knows at Twitch why he got banned. Like, I'm just gonna let it out of the woodworks. Okay. So at that point, it started stirring up a little bit on his side where he was like, what the fuck should I do? What the fuck should I say?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I assume you get a lot of
Yeah,
heat,
it's like, do
right?
I
When
just,
you
like,
when
let
you
it
hear that.
ride and, like, pull a Kardashian, let it ride, or address
Right.
it?
He's like, "Anyway, let's just watch a Roblox video, shall we?" Um, so after that, I believe he replied to the sorry, that was I'm taking fish oil, guys, so I keep so basically, Dr. Disrespect replied to this supposed Twitch employee and was like, listen, like this already got handled. Like there's no reason to blow this out of proportion. Like they already paid me out. We have a contract saying like I can't say such and something like along those terms. Okay, so he ended up tweeting a tweet, and now this shit is like insane. Okay, so let me read you this tweet. Mind you, it's a whole book. It's not too long, but it's
Yeah.
it's long enough. So, any questions before we read the
No,
tweet?
I think I'm caught up. Let's get into
Okay.
this tweet.
So, he put in all caps the Twitch ban. He said, "Hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. Let's cut the fucking bullshit. As you know, there's no filter with me. I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about, and I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here now. First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everyone in my community as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at Midnight Society Game Studio. I assume that's who he
Yeah.
works for, or his own company. Um, a lot of people have been left in the dark about what happened yesterday with Midnight Society and I, and we made the painful decision collectively to have me step down. Our team is in full incredibility, talented, and good people that have high career ambitions and families, and I never want to jeopardize the culture we have carefully crafted. Everyone has been wanting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but for reasons outside my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now that two former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, apparently
Oh,
two, that's beyond me. I didn't know that. I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. Okay? This is where it's like, oh my
it's like
God.
we're about to get the
so,
tea.
so he says, were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Pause.
So, yes.
Pause. Hold up. Hold on now. All right. Um First of all, so Whisper is like, I don't know, an addition to Twitch, which basically it's like I believe that it's this weird app where you can just talk to anonymous people or just like just
Oh, I feel like
it,
I remember Whisper.
actually I've known a lot of people that have caught like sexual predators off the app
Oh.
Whisper. So like yeah. So I that's my newest sorry, I'm stepping off topic here, but one of my newest things that I love watching on uh X, as cancelable as it might be, it's these people that like beat up guys that, like try to meet up with minors. They like slap them and stuff. Okay, well you tried to talk to a kid, so I think it's funny. But other than that, but I mean, oh, come to me for liking content about, minors or pedophiles getting, you know, little little slap happy, you know what I mean? So, so let's go on. So, were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not.
What?
Okay. Um, these were casual mutual conversations that sometimes lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more.
What? Okay. Mm,
Brother, first of all,
mm.
let's count Sesame Street. Minor,
It's
inappropriate.
like, yeah, I told her I wanted to have sex with her, but, like, I wasn't really gonna have sex with her. Like, what? Well, she was
I mean, we
still
just
a minor. Doesn't really matter.
yeah, regardless, uh considering
Yeah,
still a child.
still a
So,
child, so doesn't really
mhm.
matter if he planned on meeting up or not.
Let's go on. Nothing illegal happened. No pictures were shared. No crimes were committed. I've never even met the individual. I went through a lengthy aberration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by a settlement. Let me be clear, it was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me. Now, from a moral standpoint, I'll absolutely take responsibility. I should have never entertained these conversations to begin with. That's on me. That's on me as an adult, a husband, and a father. Did I tell you he was married?
That one's on
Did
me,
I? Did I?
guys. That I'll take
Yes.
responsibility for that one. Yeah, that's on
So,
you. Yeah,
yeah.
it's on you.
Okay. Sure, I'll be the shitbag this
Right?
time.
Sure, blame me. The adult in the situation.
Sorry for tearing my family
My
apart
bad
or
or
whatever.
whatever. Whoops.
Making my wife feel like, oh, she's not enough. It's like, okay, um, weird. Also, allegedly, I think, I don't want to actually say for sure. I believe they're still together. So obviously she stayed. Um,
Of course.
so um it should have never happened. I get it. I'm not perfect and I'll fucking own my shit. This was stupid. First of all, I believe you were in your 30s, sir. You were in your 30s when you were messaging on a whisper app, okay? With a whole wife and a son
He
back home, or
clearly didn't
kids, whatever
run
the
this
fuck.
by anyone. This apology or whatever. He didn't like run it by a
Right.
single person.
I'm sure Midnight Society was like clawing their eyes
You
out when
you
they were
you
reading
posted what?
this. Um So now, with all that being said, don't get it fucking mistaken. I've seen all the remarks and labels being thrown around so loosely. Social media is a destruction zone. I'm no fucking predator or pedophile. Are you kidding me? Anyone that truly knows me fucking knows where I stand on those things and those types of people. Fuck that. That's a different level of disgust that I fucking hate even hearing about. Don't label me as the worst of the worst with your exaggerations. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Wait for you to be like, I'm sorry, I fucked up, but also fuck you to anybody who thinks I'm a
How
pedophile.
could
It's like,
you?
Probably not the
You
best
know I
way.
hate pedophiles. Like, what?
Truly, if he was a faucet, he literally went from, like, cold, and then he switched it real quick to hot. He was like, "Fuck you guys also. I'm sorry, though."
Oh, this
God.
ugh. He didn't even, like, read it to his wife first.
Ugh. So Um, so to my team, community, industry friends that have supported me, I apologize. I wish I could have said this sooner. You guys have always showed me and my family love and support throughout all these years, and we love you guys. Can't imagine. I have the fucking best community and circle. If any of this made you feel uncomfortable, I get it. You don't have to support me anymore, but just know you have always been greatly appreciated. But trust me when I say this, to all my haters that live and breathe social media with zero life experience, I don't give a fuck about you. Shut the fuck up.
Sure.
Also, I'm gonna read you some of these tweet replies because they're fucking hilarious.
Sure.
So, okay, last one. I swear we're almost out. Finally, if you're uncomfortable with this entire statement and think I'm a piece of shit, that's fine. But I'm not fucking going anywhere. I'm not the same guy that made the mistake all those years ago. You were literally 30. I'm taking an extended family vacation with my family, as mentioned on stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight off my shoulders. They want me to disappear. Yeah, fucking right. Oh my god, did he take the comments off? Motherfucker. They hold on. Hold on. I got to go find it now because that's crazy. Let me make sure because I'm not logged into my Twitter on my iPad. But some of the stuff, here we go. So so it's it's pretty rough.
Yeah, I
So
bet they are. This really that post, like, really, I can just hear the comments. He didn't do himself any
uh
favors.
So a fun little tidbit is that he edited out minor, I think like 3 times during this whole tweet that he made. I think he took it, he put it in and then took out minor and then put it back in again. And it's like we can
Your
see
edit
that you
history.
edited your
Yeah,
tweet,
we can
brother.
see the edit history.
Um so um let's see. So oh god. Somebody said they anyway, so one of the okay. Were there real intentions behind these messages? Absolutely not. And somebody posted a photo that was like, okay, Uh, but like it's funny because it's like I think one of the tweets was like, yes, I did talk with a minor. And then it's like, but I'm not a fucking pedophile. It's like you gotta choose what side you're on, brother. I don't understand like
It's one or the
what
other.
they
Either you talk to
yeah.
oh god. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Truly,
yeah.
I feel like just reading that to one other person could have been like, "Hey, maybe we
Maybe
redo it." Like, maybe we
yeah. Maybe keep out all the "fuck yous," maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like, it doesn't seem as sentimental as you might think, and I understand that, you probably think that, but, like, coming from me, like, I just don't think it's like, "Oh, I'm sorry,"
Yeah,
I
it's
just think,
not giving sorry. It's giving,
whatever.
"So I did a bad thing one time. Why are you guys so mad at me?" Like, what?
Yeah. So, it's he is like crazy. So anyway, I don't think he's tweeted anything after that. I assume he's still on his extended fucking
Right, right.
vacation. And so we'll see when he comes back. I don't know, but um yeah, the community is not happy. So I don't know how long he's going to continue to stay a streamer. I truly don't know. It's like how can you keep going after that being like, "Yeah, I talk to kids. Anyway, do you want to play Fortnite?" It's like,
I
"Uh,
mean, there's a whole lot of
no."
people probably that won't care, so
I mean, yeah, there's obviously going to be some incels that are going to be like, "Yeah, like she was almost 18, bro. Like she was like 17 and a half. Like it doesn't even matter. Like it's not even like that. Some like weird shit. But also a tip from somebody who's not famous yet, but that's just me. Don't talk to your fans.
yeah, true, it
Like
never goes well. Like, it can only it, like I mean, I feel like you should have some level of communication, but, like, I feel like never I don't know, like
Right? Right. It's just it's okay, but at the end of the day, right? Like communicating that with them through your content is still you communicating. You don't have to slide into
Yeah, it's
DMs,
like never
brother.
take
Like
it
it
to a
doesn't,
private
you
chat,
know,
probably.
absolutely not. No Discord. Well, okay, maybe a Discord if you're not weird, but like, you know what I mean? No DMs, no like secret Reddit,
Yeah,
message
probably
it
just
like
keep it to, like,
just
"Thanks for the support." Yeah,
right. Shout out
yeah.
to you.
"Thanks for being a great
So
fan."
right. So anyway, Dr. Disrespect, that's really weird of you.
I hope
And
you're having so much fun on your vacation.
yeah. Do you want to switch to your topic? Yeah. Yeah. Uh I think he said something that he was going to an island, some type of island.
Okay.
You're not getting
No, I
it?
think I do get it.
It starts with an
Yeah,
E.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I just couldn't think of the
Yeah.
name, but I was like,
So
"Yeah, I know. I know the island you're
yeah.
talking about."
Okay. Um, do you wanna go ahead and switch off to your topic? Because I feel like I already talked so much. I feel bad.
Oh.
I feel like I talked so much.
I can do one of mine. Um,
Okay, go ahead.
so Redbox announced this week that they will be shutting down their parent company,
No.
Chicken Soup for the Soul, which I guess is the people. I feel like it's the
S
people that make those
what?
chicken soup for like the teenage soul chicken soup for like.
Exactly. That's exactly
Yeah,
what
I
I thought
assume
about.
it's the same company, but I look into that? No, I sure didn't. But they announced this week that they'll be or that company filed for bankruptcies, which is their parent company.
Uh-huh.
So they will be closing down all of their Redbox locations, which is sad, I feel like.
I if Redbox okay, and I know okay, just saying from a consumer standpoint, once y'all saw Netflix coming, you should have picked it up the pace a little bit. Just a little bit, you know what I
Which they
mean?
do have like a streaming component to it, which
Uh-huh.
I've never used, so I can't say how good it is. I do think one of the bigger issues is that like I
Mhm.
feel like it was good before things went to streaming so quickly because there used to be still a period
Yeah.
of time where like things left the theater and then there was like a
Mhm.
few months where like the only way to get it is if you like bought it when it first came out on DVD or you went to Redbox. But in a world where
Mhm.
things stay in theaters for like a month and then immediately go to streaming, I feel like Redbox doesn't you don't really need Redbox anymore.
No, cuz I don't I mean, when we were packing up our stuff for the new house, Sam was like, "Oh, I have a couple things." And she goes, "Do you think we're going to need this DVD player?" And I'm like, "No, absolutely not. You can just give that away." Um it's just like, yeah, unfortunately Redbox is just not a need anymore. I mean, I remember the Redbox
Yeah, it
great. I
was great,
mean,
like, 2
on
bucks a
like
night for, like, a movie, you could get a
uh-huh.
movie, watch it, and then return it, like, 2 bucks. Yeah.
Absolutely. All the nights that like my mom would like take us to Walmart to go like midday grocery shopping or late night grocery shopping, and then we would stop at the Red Box before we got into the car, and then we'd go to Little Caesars and get a $5
Yeah.
pizza. Remember that fairly well, but but I always remember how strenuous my parents were about like the fucking. They were like, "Don't
Yeah.
lose
It's like,
the
"We
disc."
need to
Like they were
return it tomorrow."
yeah, because like it's either like 2 days or $2 a day or like 24.99
Yeah.
if you lose it. You know what I mean? So
You just have to buy the
I do
movie at
remember
that
my
point.
parents being strenuous. Yeah. So I remember one of the movies that I rented from Redbox was like Over the Hedge. That was one of my favorite movies. You ever watched it?
No, I actually haven't, but I know the movie. Yeah, I
Really?
remember it.
Yeah. So good times with Redbox. Um, unfortunately, you know what? I'm surprised hasn't went out in all Walmart stores yet.
What?
The toy prizes at the front of the store. Like, who the fuck stops there and goes, "Oh, I'm gonna spend $5 to get like a shitty stuffed animal at the Walmart."
I feel like
I
they
mean,
probably don't cost that much to stock because they don't have to really
right?
replenish any of that stuff ever.
That's true because you always
Yeah.
lose.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Maybe when we get rich off this podcast, maybe we take like $300 in quarters and like try to get everything out of the machine one
We get
day,
the
like
yeah,
Mr.
we get the
Beast.
weird, like, headphones.
Right. The ones that
Yeah,
still plug
the
in like with the
cord.
jack. Skull
I
candies.
loved Skull
Fucking
Candies back in the day.
oh my god. I had a pair. But yeah, so maybe we should do that. We took $300 out of our bank account to see how many toys we could get out of the toy
We get
claw
2.
machine. Yeah. Well, we've been here
Right.
since 6
We got
a.m.
here
and
at
we've only
6
got
AM, we're leaving at 3 PM, and we got 1 teddy bear.
Yay. So RIP Redbox. You did us some
Yeah,
good, you know.
I feel nostalgic, but, after
Mhm.
22 years of service business, so, you know, sad, but a necessary evil, I would say, in the day of streaming. Liv is talking to, I assume, Zach.
Because he bought a whole pack of socks and decides to just rip it open in the middle of the podcast. Sorry. I had to mute my mic. Please leave. Okay. Um rest in peace, Red. But I can't I didn't hear what you said. I was so like I was in the studio. I was like,
Your usher. I'm at the
stop,
studio,
get
man.
out. Literally get this is a professional podcast. My God. Okay, sorry. Jesus. Okay. Anyway, RIP Redbox. Can we move
Yeah, no,
sorry.
yeah, we're on to the
Is it
next
me?
topic. Do you wanna do your topic?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm ready for this. Okay. So, do you know who Keith Lee
Yes, we
is?
talked about him on this very podcast before.
Right. As a 9.5 out of 10. You know, that guy, right? Sensation, TikTok food sensation. Great guy. Super yeah, I was about to whoop him if he came back in this room. I thought I heard him. Um and so he's great. He's a food reviewer, millions of followers. He's, you know, putting businesses back on the maps, you know what I mean, every day. So Keith Lee is black, and so he got invited to the I don't know, is it BET or is it BET
It's the BET
Awards? Do you know?
Awards. Yeah,
Okay. I don't know what BET
it
means, but
stands for
I
Black
assume
Entertainment Television.
okay. Shout out to BET Awards. So him and his wife got invited. I believe they were in the front row seat. So so apparently what is her name?
Taraji
Tanaji?
P. Henson.
Taraji. Okay, so apparently she was one of the hosts of the shows. So she's walking down the aisle and she's got all like a guy behind her has all these things of roses. Well, I'm not exactly sure what the context of what she was doing, but she was like giving roses away to people that I assume that I don't know. I don't want to say that she was attracted to. I don't know why she's giving away the roses. But
I feel like
what?
well, you tell the story and then maybe I can give her context later.
A,
Yeah,
a,
yeah, yeah.
okay. And so Tanaji, am I saying that right?
Taraji.
Taraji. Taraji comes up to a another entertainer that's sitting next to Keith Lee and she's like, "Oh," she was like, "Mr. Keith Lee, you know, what is that? Like a 9.5 out of 10, you know." And it was like she was like, "Oh, do you have a wife or whatever?" So Keith Lee's wife, you could see her like disgust like through the fucking video because she was just kind of staring up like, "That's not my husband." You know what I mean? Her husband was on the other side, and I believe she either taps her, or she goes like this, and she like points, and she goes, oh my god, I'm so sorry." Like, you know, they I don't know, I think she blamed it on the show of like the seating or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. And then she said, "Regardless, like call me." And I was like, first of all, Tanaji, thank you so much.
Taraji.
Taraji, like thank you so much, but also like this man's married, like whatever. But I feel like her as a person in general, she just seems like someone that's always having
Yeah.
fun and like effing around and like nothing is serious. So like don't I wouldn't take it completely to heart, but yeah, she was like, "Oh, she's like call me
Yeah.
regardless" or something like that and keeps walking. And then I'll stop there if you need to.
I mean, I feel like so like they always have like writers and stuff that like write these like little jokes. So like I feel like
Uh-huh.
it was just whatever skit they came up with. And yeah, she did say
Mhm.
that like she had rehearsed this and he wasn't in the seat, his assigned seat. And so that's like how
Mhm.
everything got all messed up.
Mhm.
Which is and she's like,
And I
I rehearsed like all
well,
day so I wouldn't mess up. And then he wasn't in his damn seat.
and it's funny because the guy that was in supposedly supposed to be Keith's seat, it was really funny, and I can't remember who this was. It's literally on the tip of my tongue, and I probably should have done more research. But it's just funny though because he literally has a t-shirt and jeans on, and it's just really funny because Keith Lee and his wife are obviously like all like nice looking. And I think it's their first BET award, which like obviously you should go all out, like be proud of yourself. This is like a huge award show, and then the guy with jeans and a t-shirt just like takes
He's
a
like,
rose.
thank
It was
you.
so funny. It was funny. I believe she takes the rose back from him, like, this is Keith Lee. Um, and so obviously, I don't think anybody thought anything of it until Mr. Keith Lee was kind of being like a little, I guess, like aggravated about that. So he had posted on TikTok, which he did eventually take down. It was a video of him. He has the rose and he just drops it on the floor. That
Oh
is
yeah, I did.
very
Yeah. Yeah.
sassy, Keith.
Like, okay, girl.
Okay, girl. And then he said, "Our name will be known in every room it's supposed to be, when it's supposed to be, and how it's supposed to, with no confusion. God is amazing," which he always says that. And then he said, hashtag thankful. Keith, that was a little sassy. Like, you didn't have to do all that. It was a genuine mistake, right? Taraji then goes off to like make a tweet and basically being like, my fucking bad. Like, he was in the wrong seat. Like, I didn't know what the fuck to do. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah, and I feel like Mr. Lee, you are a little big for your britches. You are a TikTok guy. Like, let's not like not to say you're not popular,
right.
not to say you you're not nobody, but like
Right.
you're a TikTok guy. You're not like a super famous guy, you know? Like you're famous, you're well known, but
Oh,
like you're not Usher. Like
yeah.
come on.
Yeah. Yeah. So it it was a little sassy, which like I said, I think he said, and I oop, and he just deleted it like maybe an hour later. Um as much as I understand his frustration, I don't think I would have posted me dropping the rose on the
Yeah, that's a
floor.
bit too
I think
much.
I think maybe of a more like, it's one of those things where I feel like in times at arguments, I tend to just like, instead of sitting through and thinking about before I say first, I just say it. And I think that's kind of what he did. I think he just kind of jump posted and was like, man, I'm
Yeah.
throwing the rose on the floor. Fuck
You
you
don't know
guys.
my
Fuck the
name. Yeah.
BET Award. You know who I am. I'm Keith Lee. Which I want to stop there. I love Keith Lee. I'm not shitting on him. I'm just saying, the whole internet kind of agreed that was like, "Okay,
Yeah, as
Keith,
somebody
like, we don't have to
who
do all
has
that."
not consumed literally any of his content and just knows who he is because I just know who that is and could not pick him out of
Right.
a lineup, I would have done the same thing. I would
Yeah.
have been like, Keith
Right.
Lee.
He's like, "Show you right on. I'm giving the BET Awards a 2.5 out of 10." Um, so anyway, he went on and he reposted another video and he's like, "I wasn't trying to like attack Taraji. Like, I'm really sorry. Like, it wasn't really like that. God is amazing. I'm blessed." And then he kind of like went and did his whole like I'm thankful thing. Anyway, not the whole internet is not mad at Keith. It's just there was a little hiccup that happened. A lot of people were upset about how her like his wife's facial expressions were like during the whole
Yeah.
thing. But at the same time, I'm a facial expression girly, so like honestly, if she was talking to the guy next to me that was supposed to be my husband, I'd probably been like, "What? Like, what is
That's
going
not my
on?" You
husband.
know? I feel like that's just a natural response. Like, what did you guys expect her to do? Be like, you know, like one of those like really scary, like smiling, happy
Right.
faces the whole time. I mean, she's gonna be like,
What? Yeah.
Keith's
He's
right,"
over
you
here.
know? Right. And I mean, good for you, supportive wife. You know what I mean? Like she's like, "That's my husband," which I
My man,
respect
my man,
that.
my
So
man.
my man. So honestly, good for them. Uh nothing. Never mind.
I will say, like, one
I was gonna
other.
say,
Oh, wait, are you gonna say it or no?
no, I was just gonna say it's just crazy how much money they have now because he just food reviews, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
Honestly, shout
But that's
out
it.
because
Yeah. They really he really snapped in that Paw Patrol chair, I will say. That's where he first
the
started
Paw
doing his food
Patrol chair.
reviews. Was in his first child's Paw Patrol chair. Yeah. Yep. Anyway,
I
what were
was
you
gonna
gonna
say
say?
another, like, little tidbit that came out of the BET Awards, Angela Simmons, Run DMC's daughter, she,
Yeah,
had a
sure.
bedazzled gun purse on the red
Oh!
carpet, um, which was a choice that she then later had to apologize for, um,
Right.
choosing, and she was, like, pointing it around like an actual gun, like,
Whoa!
it was a whole thing, and I was like, "Girl,
Whoa!
girl."
She really blinged that blizzy, huh? She said, "Fuck it." What the fuck?
Oh.
No. No. No, 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 no.
Yeah, so that was a choice, she a whoopsie on her part.
What the fuck? First of all, it's like, okay, like, funny accessory, haha. I don't know if it's that funny with it being a whole award show. It's like,
Also, like, when
probably not here.
saw the apology to it, 'cause I didn't watch the awards,
Uh-huh.
I wasn't really thinking, like, I thought maybe it had a strap and it was like a shoulder purse and it just, like, was shaped
Right.
like a gun. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was like, "Oh, no, this looks like a real gun," and she's, like, really holding it like a gun.
Oh
It's a
god.
choice.
Let me hold on. What is her name? I'm gonna look it
Angela
up real quick.
Simmons.
Angela Simmons. Purse. Okay. Oh! Oh my god. No, she literally just, like she literally went to, like, Rural King, bought it, and then had someone
Put
McBling it
some
out.
green
That is
studs.
crazy. Crazy. Oh
Oh,
my god, and it's funny because like, she's, like, laughing while holding it. Like, that's me. That's those I'm surprised that she hasn't turned into a meme overnight. I'm sure there are, maybe I'm just missing some, but it's like it's one of those, like, "Oh," like, when he says that I'm crazy, but I actually am, like, type of things. It's like she's, like, laughing and holding the gun to his face, you know what I mean? It's crazy. Wow. Okay. Shout out. I mean, that would be like I was about to say that'd be fun in a club, but, like, really, where would you actually, like, do
Yeah,
that?
I
Maybe
feel
at,
like
like, an NRA
absolutely
meeting. I
yeah,
don't
in our
know.
that's the place for
You know? But that's about it,
yeah,
I
gun
feel like.
fun. They go nuts. They'd be like, "Where can I get that?"
My god. Um, that's so funny. Ugh, ugh, too good. Alright, let's keep
Alright,
going.
our girl, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, is pregnant with her first child.
How do you feel?
Um,
Our girl's pregnant.
so, for all of you out there wondering, who's the father of this baby? You know that she broke up with her husband, I can't even remember his name, the one that she married in prison. Um, and
Right,
she got back together with her
right.
ex, Ken Urker or
Mm.
whatever. Yeah, his name's
Ken?
Ken. Ken Urker.
Oh, I thought you meant family. I was like, "No!"
Her
Ex-Ken?
ex-boyfriend or ex-fiance, Ken,
Ken.
um, who she was with,
He's my 3rd cousin,
but
but it don't
we're
matter. The baby ain't gonna look
ex-Kin.
any
Yeah.
different. Yeah, the baby ain't gonna look any different. He's like 3rd down the
Honestly, I
line.
do think that
Alright.
would be her thought process. But anyways,
For real. Okay, okay. Yeah,
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 so
yeah, yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
had broken up while she was in prison before she met her new husband. I truly can't remember his name. I could look it up, but I'm not going to. So
Ex-boyfriend unlocked.
she
Sorry.
announced on Tuesday, on
Oh my
her
god.
Instagram, which she does have Instagram again. It's gypsy.rose.blanchard.insta if you'd like to follow her.
Mhm.
She posted a photo collage of her and Ken with a sonogram, a little sweater that says hi. Ooh, a little sweater that says hi, some cute photos, her in a white dress. The
Uh-huh.
song choice she put to this was Eric Church, Two Pink Lines.
Oh. No! Gypsy!
And the caption
Ah.
is, "We are proud to announce we are expecting our first child in January 2025. Announcement video on my
Mhm.
YouTube, link in bio." I didn't go to the link. I'm not doing that. I won't be going to
Right.
the link, but I hope other people
Right.
did. Um yeah, so our girl is pregnant.
So, Gypsy Rose to me is like a time capsule. And let me
Mhm.
explain,
Yeah.
right? Because when you said Eric Church, Two Pink Lines, it automatically took me back to where, like, oh my God, she didn't get to experience like her 20s or even like grow into like clean girl, the clean girl effect. She never got to grow into the Lululemon leggings. She never got to grow into any of
Yeah.
that, right? So she's just going to be another Southern mama. You know
You
what I
think
mean?
so?
She like, oh, 100%. If it's a girl, it's for sure gonna be like Lindley
Oh
or,
yeah, it'll
you
definitely
know.
have like two I have lots of friends that have named lots of people I'm friends with on Facebook that have named their kids like something
Mhm.
Lee. Like it's a name it's just two it's a name and then they put Lee at the end for whatever reason.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Henley, Brinley, Sinley, Minley, Binley, like, it's just like, "Oh my god, give it
Little
up.
oh,
Give
little
it
Jake
up."
Lee. Yeah, like why?
Little Jake Lee Lynn, Jake Lee
Well,
Lynn
her daddy's
Marie.
name
It's
is
like, God,
Jake, and so
we just put Lynn behind. It's, it's it's Boblin, Boblin. You know, because her daddy's name was Bob, and we like Lynn, so we just
Boblin.
said Boblin.
Boblin.
It bobbling and bobbling and bobbling. Kind of sounds like I'm auctioning off something. So yeah, no, she to me, she's just gonna be a typical Southern mama. You know what I mean? Like Her home decor is 100% sunflowers, and you cannot convince me otherwise. It is
Actually,
a
it's fleur-de-lis, or it was when she was
oh
married to
my
Ryan.
god, it's worse! It's worse than what we expected. It's code red. Where it's what is that? Code 5 or whatever?
DEFCON 5.
Where it's, yeah, we're at DEFCON 5. Oh, no, not the fleur-de-lis.
I also read I'm not sure how true this is. This could be fake. But obviously when she announced the pregnancy, her and her ex-husband Ryan, it's in this comment. They broke up in April. And so people were like doing the math. They're like,
Oh, boy.
"Girl, whose baby is this? Is this the new guy or your husband?" Apparently, she responded to a comment on her TikTok and gave us way more
Oh, god.
details than we ever needed to know. But
Ugh.
she said, left Ryan March 23rd, had a period April 17th, made love with Ken and only him April
No!
27th, 28th, 29th, 30, conceived on May 4th, and positive test on May 24th. All caps. Ken is the father.
Oh my god. When did her and Ryan break
She
up?
said April 20 May March 23rd.
Girl, she homie hopped so fast.
Well, okay, so I can't watch her show on Lifetime because I don't have Lifetime, but I have been listening to Cara Berry of Everybody's Business But Mine podcast. Apparently, I mean, watching their marriage play out, like she's basically the whole time been like, just so you know, like I still love Ken and I kind of want to be with him,
Oh,
but
oh
I
no.
guess I'm in love with you. I guess, Ryan, you're okay too, but like just so you know, I still love Ken. So,
My god. Oh my god. She's just I okay, I can't say I exactly stand for Gypsy because, like, she's so controversial at this point, but I do live for her being so fucking
she's the
messy.
queen of mess. She loves
She is
mess.
so mess. Oh my god. And it's not okay, so I saw this post the other day on Facebook, and I was like, I didn't know how you felt about it. I can't even remember if maybe I tagged you in it, but it was like, "Gypsy Rose is pregnant. What's the odds of her baby turning out just like her?" Or something like that. I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Oh, oh,
Ooh.
ooh, maybe." I don't know, but, yeah, so I guess we'll see, but
Yeah.
oh god.
Yeah, prayers up for
Oh my
that
god.
baby, honestly. I
Uh,
Gypsy Rose is our girl. Like we stand her in kind of an ironic way. We don't necessarily think she's
right.
like a super great person, but like
100%.
but like, she's funny. She's a funny gal to watch.
It's just it's your typical star on
Mhm.
TV that is so messy that you can't look
Yes.
away. It's a car wreck,
Exactly.
you can't not
Exactly.
look. And you can't also not joke about it and kinda pretend like we're all friends. Gypsy, we're all friends. Call you
Call you
later.
girl. Um, but
Call
yeah,
you after the
prayers up
pod.
for that baby because I feel like she's got the
Yeah.
mental capacity. Like she's very emotionally stunted. In some ways, she's very articulate and like she's pretty media trained, but in other ways, I'm like this girl like she doesn't need to be having a baby right now. Absolutely not.
Oh, no, absolutely
And
not.
I
No,
guess
she yeah.
another thing to mention here is that there have been rumors about her boyfriend Ken that he's actually gay and has been like cheating on her with a bunch of men. So there's also
Oh
that.
my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Potentially?
Yeah. So
I'm just I don't know. I wonder what her family thinks. Like, they're probably just at this point, they're like, "Oh,
yeah, I
Gypsy."
think that's kind of where they're at. They're like, we love you, girl, but like Ooh. Yeah,
Get it
really
together.
live your life, girl,
Oof.
but,
But
oof.
oof. Literally
Yeah.
just oof. Yeah. Um, ugh. Alright, congrats though.
Congrats.
Hey!
January 2025. Yeah, we
Motherhood.
can't wait to see you be a mother. Um,
Yeah.
prayers up for the baby.
Alright, let's get into this last topic. So I wanted to bake
Yeah, okay, we'll
cookies.
get into it.
So
We'll
let's
get into
yeah.
this piece of history that we lived through yesterday.
Yeah.
So yesterday, I guess former President Trump was holding a rally in Pennsylvania and
Right.
somebody attempted to assassinate him. Which I
Which is
it's
crazy.
pretty wild. We don't normally get into politics on this podcast, which we're not really going to
Right. No.
in here either, but this is like obviously
Right.
too big not to talk about.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen the video, which I don't know how you haven't, it's I find it like, besides the fact that it was an attempt on somebody's life, I do find it kind of
Mhm.
funny, like the whole thing around it because like he's like talking or whatever,
Yeah.
and then it kind of like grazes his ear, and then all these people just like
Right.
kind of dogpile on top of him, like the Secret
Right.
Service people, and then they're down there for a second. Then they like get
Right.
up and they're like all in a big group hug around him, and they're like trying to
Yeah.
inch him off stage, and he's like, my shoe, no, I need my shoe.
Terrible at it, by the way. They were terrible at it. Like,
Awful.
it was
Oh,
so
it
weird.
was
Which, granted, I'm gonna give it to them. It's probably their first
they're like,
assassination.
"We don't know what to do." Like, we
Like, that was the last, like, manual in the handbook. They were like,
they're like, "This so happens."
assassination." Right.
So they're all in this group hug. They're trying to inch him off the stage, and he's like, "My shoe. I need my shoe." I'm like, I would forget the shoe if I was being shot out, but okay.
Oh,
And
absolutely. Yeah.
and then through this all, he, like, puts his fist in the air,
I just
which did produce one of the most iconic photos ever.
absolutely. It was iconic, but at the same if I was in that situation, you wouldn't see me for the
No,
rest of the
okay, yeah,
day. Like,
that's the
you
other
know
thing
what I
is, like,
mean?
everybody in the crowd acting pretty casual. They're like, "What's happening?"
Yeah.
There's, like, one lady in the
Yeah.
back just,
It's
like, scrolling on her phone, unfazed.
exactly. My intrusive thoughts would be that, okay, either A, I could dunk my head down and, like, have these people protect me as a human shield, or B, I could stick my head up and potentially have the shooter try
Yeah.
again, you know what I mean? So, like,
Yeah.
that would be like I would start to put my fist up and, like, boom, just right there, you know? And it's like the fact that he did that, what politics or not, fucking brave, because I would have been like, "Oh, fuck
I
no.
know.
Get me out, like, wormhole me out of this bitch." Absolutely not.
It
Absolutely
was
not.
the fist in the air for me. I was like, "Okay, alright, sir." And then I guess they get him off stage, like, whatever. But,
Yeah.
it was
I
truly
mean,
wild.
granted, I've never seen a public assassination other than Kennedy, but, like, my first thought is and, like, not to be a dick, but, like, my first thought is, um, like, was it set up?
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
don't
right.
know.
I feel like
I don't
obviously
know. It's
that
the
was
fact
like because it was just so weird. Everything was like a little too casual to like
terrible aim.
so
Terrible aim.
it was like
You know what I mean?
obviously the tweets are very funny. They're like the shooter went 1 for 8. He must be Bronny James, which is LeBron James' son. It was not
Oh
that
my
good.
god. Literally, it's just like terrible aim, and then he like did this
Yeah,
thing where he like touched his
yeah.
ear, which I mean, I get it. The initial shock of like, oh fuck, like what the fuck
Yeah,
was
yeah.
that? Which I probably would have done the same thing. But the fact is the peep okay, so just in my opinion, the Secret Service people weren't trying that fucking hard to dome over him. They
Exactly.
were
Yeah,
just like
that
trying to
yeah, they were just like a group hug. They're like, "Okay,
yeah,
alright."
right. One one of the Secret Service people was like it was a girl
Yeah.
like borderline just like hugging on to his waist at some point. And I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?"
It
Um,
was just like all of
you
it was
know,
so weird. Like and I'm just saying the
right.
people at the rally, like I would have been gone. Like I would have I don't know,
I
but everybody
out
there was just like,
out.
"Do do do. What happened? Why'd they just tackle him?
Yeah.
That's weird." Like
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but like I said, it seems a little in the bold statement of like putting yourself back up in harm's way to throw up a fist, little much, just in my opinion. Yeah, don't you forget about me. It's like, all right.
it was a bit much. It was a bit much.
Yeah.
Obviously the tweets were hilarious. My favorite tweet to come out of it was from at St. Macklin. They
Mhm.
tweeted, "Shot in the ear, tackled by Secret Service, rolled off the damn stage, and the wig is still laid. Credit where credit's due."
Credit to that fucking hairstylist. That she literally
Yeah,
laid that
he's like,
shit
"I'm gonna need
down.
extra glue. I need
No
extra glue
crumbs.
today. Can you? Just a little extra dot
For
today."
real. She popped off on that lace, period. He's like sitting there with that fucking band.
Could you imagine? Oh yeah, she did it. She did that.
It's like the fucking hairstylist. She's like doing one of those like kind of zooming in on him, and he's just like, period, period, period.
What do you think would be playing in the
He's like, got
background?
my shit right. Let him eat that pretty pussy. Now he trying to link. It's gonna like some Nicki Minaj song or whatever. She's like, I'm in that biggie link. And then he's like, she really laid that shit down. Yeah,
That yeah, his hair lady deserves a raise 100%
for real.
because she ate that.
Uh, toupees by T
Yeah.
Tierra. Tu you know.
But yeah,
Shit.
like I said, if you haven't watched the video, go watch it. If you live under a rock and haven't seen it, um, because again, murder attempt aside, it's just it's odd. It's funny.
It's odd.
It's
It's
there's a
odd.
lot happening. I will say I think 2 people did actually die at the rally.
What?
Yeah, like actual bystanders. Um,
Hold up. Are you
yeah.
serious? Okay, wait. Well, because I don't want to say like, is it made up if people actually? Oh God.
So
Hold
I will
on.
say, like, that sucks. Obviously, they were innocent people.
Right.
I think one guy was like a
Right.
firefighter or something. I don't know about the other guy.
Oh,
Um,
Corey. Okay, Corey. I'm not gonna do that. Corey C. It's a lot. It's a lot of letters. He died trying to protect his family, according to the governor. Pennsylvania's. Let's see. Identify the gunman in Saturday's attack as 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks, who was killed by Secret Service agents at the
oh, yeah,
scene
yeah. Okay,
after the
yeah,
shooting.
maybe
I
one
did
guy.
not
Yeah,
know
I did
that.
know the shooter died. So maybe that was one of the 2 people that had
Wow.
died. Um, which obviously I'm not gonna say that. But
Corey dove on his family to protect them last night at this rally. Okay, now I feel bad saying it's fake. If okay, I want to retract
I
because it
still
makes me feel really bad.
I
Really? You think they're gonna
I
put?
still think
Okay, the government is
yeah,
really weird. I will
yeah.
say that they would. absolutely put someone's random life at risk just to make it look
Yeah, and obviously, yeah, there
realer.
was, like, a real shooter, and, like, no shade,
Oh my god.
but, like, it is a Trump rally. I'm assuming a lot of people there have guns.
Yeah. I feel like I do you have tinfoil in
I
your
d
kitchen?
should I make a hat? Should I
That's what I was about to say.
fashion
Should we
yeah.
make hats? Because at this point, now we're just starting like, I feel like we're starting to sound loopy at this point. I feel like I feel like next episode, we should really wear tin hats.
Let's do it.
I think that'd be funny. Uh, uh, so, I mean, definitely rest in peace to the guy that passed.
Yeah.
That's terrible. I did not know that they shot the gunman. Also, yeah, 20 years old. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
TMZ, I'm pretty
A
sure
lot of
this
hate in
is
your heart.
TMZ that posted this headline, which makes absolutely no sense, but they posted breaking news. Donald Trump gunman smiles in high school graduation photo, wears cap and
Oh,
gown.
okay, this
What?
isn't Columbine.
What are
What are
like,
you
what does that
saying?
have to do with anything?
Right. What? They do a lot. They really do a lot when it comes to these, like,
Yeah, they're like,
news
"Huh, he
channels.
did smile in his high school graduation photo." So
I'm trying to find a picture of him. Oh, wait. Shh. I know every time something, like, tragic like this happens and they're like, "Nobody look up his name, he doesn't need a reputation." I'm, like, the first one, I'm like, "I wanna see what this motherfucker looks like." Not to be dark or anything, it's just like, how fucking crazy are you to, like, do something like this in any situation,
yeah,
any type of, like,
for sure.
mass
Yeah,
destruction
his
or,
name is Thomas Matthew Crooks. Um,
huh.
he was 20, he was born September 20th, 2003. He's registered as a Republican. Graduated Bethel Park High School in 2022, and he donated $15 to the Progressive Turnout Project Super PAC in January 2021.
Hmm. Okay. Hmm.
I mean, he doesn't look menacing.
Yeah, he doesn't look like the type of kid that
Yeah,
would, which is kinda
yeah,
crazy. I wonder huh. Wow. I mean, doing that type of act, obviously, you know your life's gonna be at risk. You
yeah.
know what I mean? So it's like, what
Yeah,
I don't
obviously, you're
know.
not gonna
I don't know.
get away with, like, trying to assassinate a
Yeah, I don't think they're just gonna
yeah,
tackle you.
yeah,
Like, I
g
think, you
guns
know
will be drawn, so, yeah,
correct. Well, we really ended off the topic on a really,
as
like,
as
dark
we love
note,
to
but
do.
I hope everyone has a great Monday. I'm gonna go bake cookies
Yeah,
now, and,
rate us 5 stars and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, subscribe on YouTube, and our socials be in the episode description.
as always,
Do better.
do better, and we'll see you guys next Monday.
Bye.
Bye.